Well, from what's hot on TV to the stage, for many of us, going to the theatre is a way to relax and be entertained. But for the people working behind the scenes, theatre can be as much of a challenge as it is a passion. Now, today is World Theatre Day, and of course, our Expresso drama mama touched base with the various voices behind this inspiring industry in celebration of the power that the stage holds.
Author John Steinbeck once said, "The theatre is the only institution that's been dying for 4,000 years and has never succumbed. It requires tough and devoted people to keep it alive." And it's the same right here in South Africa. From performers to stagehands, teachers and students, the magic all culminates in institutions that keep the shows coming season after season, like the Teatro at Monte Cassino.
The Teatro prides itself on hosting 12-week-long run international productions, but I think the biggest thing about this venue is the variety of content. So everything from local and international performers, as well as local and international comedians grace our stage. When one thinks of theatre in a career, we generally think about the actors and actresses on stage. I think what sort of goes on behind the scenes is just as tremendous. So whether it's the technical crew, the backstage crew, the people that are the stage manager that's managing the entire thing, there's a huge host of other roles that are as vital that, help put the show on the stage.
While bigger spectacle shows draw mainstream audiences, it's up to institutions like the Market Theatre to take on a more transformative role in society.
The Market Theatre is the first interracial theatre in South Africa. We have an incredible history of protest theatre where we used the theatre medium to speak about what was going on in the country, about the injustice that were happening in the country. It is important for us as a theatre to continue to create platforms for younger generations to tell their own stories. We have an exciting new building called the Market Square right in the heart of Newtown, and it was important for us to house our two training units in one building. We have the Market Theatre Laboratory, which is a performing arts school. We also have the Market Photo Workshop, which has produced many of our photojournalists in many newspapers around the country. That for us was the big aim.
The students are from different backgrounds, and they come with different baggages. And some of them are here to let go and access their genius. So to have to work with that emotional journey that they go through in their lives and have it expressed on stage in a particular character, it opens them up, and that has been such a great journey as well to see it grow.
For smaller independent producers and practitioners, making a profit is a huge concern when putting a play together, which is why smaller venues have become such an important aspect of the local theatre landscape.
Smaller venues have really kind of come in to fill this niche left by the larger theatres. The larger theatres don't have space to experiment because of their high costs to run and manage and produce. They always have to be maximizing their time and energy, whereas we can take risks and gamble and allow people to just follow their passion.
That I found a lot of the times when you're producing independent work, you put a lot of focus into the work, but then the marketing, the advertising side tends to take a dip. And I thought, well, what could I do in this industry to help contribute to that and to help create a platform where artists can speak about their work? So I started a web series called Theatre Talk, and I go and interview different artists and see what they're doing and what they're up to. The greatest obstacle is inequality because of our past. And the way in which we need to overcome it is we need to look very deeply at the structures that are in place that develop the arts. Like, how are the powers that are in charge? How is the government? How are organizations and institutions nurturing it so that there's a longevity to the work, and that we create a culture and we create an atmosphere where work is celebrated and where artists can continue to make their work?
One of the challenges having to come out of the township, you're not financially stable to afford the trainings. As a result, you kind of take this and that and you put it in your skill, and then you're kind of finding your way. Once you have managed to invest in yourself, invest in the skill, every director wants to work with you.
Theatre is a reflection, it shows, it's a mirror of what happens in our society. And I think very strongly in the next 5 years that we can continue to grow young audiences to have an understanding of, an appreciation for, and certainly a love for theatre and making of theatre then we should be good to go.
From big ticket productions to the everyday hustle of up-and-coming theatre practitioners just trying to make it along, our industry thrives from consistent effort and lots of love. So to my fellow thespians, happy World Theatre Day. And South Africans, make sure you make a date to get to the theatre soon.